In case you haven't heard yet, there's a game on the market called Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and it's pretty much the best battle royale you can get right now. And so today I'm going to give you a tutorial, some tips and tricks, and a review if you want to stick around for that on Fall Guys. First off, let's get the key movement abilities out of the way. There's walking, jumping, and diving. Jumping is normally used to jump over spinning bars, and diving is used to get to places you wouldn't normally be able to get to if you were just jumping. And that's pretty much it for Fall Guys movement abilities. Next up, we're going to go over the maps of Fall Guys. I've categorized them into 4 main categories: race, survival, team, and finals. In the race category, there are Dizzy Heights, Hit Parade, Seesaw, DoorDash, Gate Crash, Tiptoe, the Whirligig, Slime Climb, and the Fruit Chute. In the survival category, there's Jump Club, Rollout, Block Party, Perfect Match, and Tail Tag. In the team section, there's Egg Scramble, Rock and Roll, Fall Ball, Team Tail Tag, Jinx, Hoopsie Daisy, and Hoarders. And in the final section, there's Fall Mountain, Hexagon, Royal Fumble, and Jump Showdown. And so now I'm going to try and give you the best tips and tricks on all these maps from what I've learned in my 7.6 hours of playing. Race sections. For Dizzy Heights and Hit Parade, there are really no tips and tricks I can give you. They're some of the easiest ones in the race category, so I'd say just try and avoid all the obstacles and just try your best. And Seesaw. If it seems like the seesaw is going too far to one side, you can wiggle A and D or your joystick, if you have that, to move up on the seesaw to make it balance out. On DoorDash and Gate Crash, they're kind of the same thing, just avoid being hit or being knocked over. On Tiptoe, starting off, I'd say just jump and dive to see if you can find any real tiles in the first 5 seconds. On the Whirligig is a pretty easy one. It's my personal favorite on the race category. Just avoid being hit if you're near the end. It's fine if you get hit near the beginning because it can kind of launch you in some direction. Slime Climb has multiple shortcuts just like a Mario Kart racetrack. And so I don't know all those shortcuts, but XQC, that famous Twitch streamer, he holds the world record for it on something, I'm pretty sure. So I'd go watch his video on it. Next up, there's Fruit Chute, by far the most annoying in my opinion. A bunch of fruit launches out of these cannons and you have to dodge them. There is no real tip except stay the far side, whatever side you're on, and just try your best to avoid the fruit. Next up is the survival category. Jump Club is probably the easiest map in the game, so just try your best to jump over the bottom bar and avoid the top bar, because that one, it's slow, but it can really mess up your day. On Rollout, try your best to avoid griefers and try not to be too risky with what you're doing. On Block Party, try to avoid being grabbed by people and just play it safe, maybe stay in the back but not too far to the back. On Perfect Match, this is my personal favorite in the survival category. The first and second rounds are really easy, but on the third round, you're going to want to see where people go, what tiles they go to, and follow them. And the final one in the survival category is Tail Tag. And just one of my strategies is I stay under those ramps and run around, and I turn on name tag to see if somebody's trying to come and get my tail. Next up, there's the team game modes. First up, there's Egg Scramble. Egg Scramble, you have to grab eggs from the middle and put them in your basket and try and keep them there. My tips, there's these golden eggs that give you extra points, I guess. So if somebody else has them, try and go to their basket and take them out and take it to your basket and stop people from taking the eggs from your basket. Next up, there's Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll is where you have to roll a ball through a giant obstacle course. And so, griefing is popular on this one, so just try your best. Make sure somebody's griefing the other team so that you win. And next up, there's Fall Ball. Fall Ball is my personal favorite. It's like soccer, but in Fall Guys. So you're gonna have to have one person on defense and everybody else trying to get their balls into the other person's goal. Next up, there's Jinx. Jinx, I'd say, just try your best to avoid it. And if you get caught, you get caught. And if you get caught, just try your best. Find your enemies, grab them, make sure they get Jinx too. On Hoopsie Daisy, just keep running. Just keep up your pace. Find rings, jump through them. And yeah, that's pretty much all for Hoopsie Daisy. On Hoarders, I just recently played this one. It's pretty hard if everybody's griefing you, so just try your best to keep all the balls in your court. And last up for the maps are the finals. First up, the most basic of the bunch is Fall Mountain. You have to dodge these balls that are coming after you, these little spinning hammers, and you just try your best to stay in first place, avoid all the obstacles, and wait. Don't jump too early to try and grab the crown. Wait for it to come all the way back down, then grab it. Hexagon is probably my favorite minigame in the whole bunch, but it's pretty hard. So if you're like the only one on that level, or is like only 2 or 3 people on that level, try your best to like just jump around on the squares one by one by one. It's probably the most basic strategy for Hexagon. Next up, there's Royal Fumble. On Royal Fumble, it's a lot like tail tag and team tail tag. So it's just like you're just running around. You have to keep the tail, except there's a lot less people, and only one person can have the tail. So just try your best, keep up with the person who has the tail, and try some evasive maneuvers if you do have the tail. And my personal favorite is Jump Showdown. It's a lot like Jump Club, except there's another spinning bar on the bottom, and the platforms will fall. At the end, there will only be 2 platforms standing, so just try your best to stay where the most platforms are in that area. And that's all I have for tips and tricks on Fall Guys. And so now I'm going to leave a review on the game. Overall, I would say a solid 9 out of 10, because there are a few mechanics they might need to fix, and there are a few cheaters with hacks and stuff, so you're going to have to watch out for those people. And also, the grab mechanic is kind of broken. I mean, I've been griefed a lot playing a lot of these minigames, so I'd watch out for them. And an overall tip and trick is just dive a lot. I mean, I find diving really, really, really good. So just, like on Hexagon, if you're about to fall, dive. So, like, you can save yourself from a lot of sticky situations. So just use all your movement mechanics to your ability. And that's pretty much all I have to say on Fall Guys. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next one.